Guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing our build in the Banyan Wilds, and it's going to be a fun one. We are just taking a quick tour of the boardwalk. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. The gibbons, the orangs, they're all using their climbing. The proboscis monkeys are using their pool. I'm just having a whole bunch of fun building this. It's looking really lush, and yeah, this is coming out great. I do want to apologize for the audio quality in the last episode. I was trying a new voiceover software and didn't realize just how bad it was. So, to anybody who clicked off because of that, I don't blame you. It was bad. So, today we are going to be building two separate habitats that are kind of conjoined to each other. And these are going to be for our first bears. These are going to be for the Formosan black bear and the Malayan sun bear. So these two going to be about 1,000 square meters each, situated in this section right over here, a little bit north of what is going to be Komodo. And I'm going to start off very simply with a moat. We're going to use a really simple kind of bear grotto style enclosure. I am basing this off of the sun bear and sloth bear enclosures at Woodland Park Zoo. Woodland Park Zoo, they have some, for bear grottos, they're very nice. They're very lush, they're large, and I just really like the look of them. They have a lot of stonework. The management building is completely hidden, and it looks quite nice. So just throwing the management building in here. It'll be for both the bears and for the clouded leopard, which we will get around to building for shortly. I had to pick a good rock for the Formosan black bear habitat, which I am basing on the sun bear habitat from Woodland Park. If you take a look at it, they've got this nice big rise in the middle with a big rock design that they can climb up. They have tons of trees to climb. Looks like they spend a lot of their time up in the air. There's some really good, if you go on Google Maps and do the walkthrough of Woodland Park Zoo, you can actually see one of the sun bears in their little, up in their climbing tree, which is actually really cute. So, just changed some color on these FlexiColor wall pieces. These came from the workshop. These are incredible. Very hard to select some of them, but some of the pieces, but they are absolutely lovely. I don't know why, but I didn't go through and finish recoloring all of the pieces that I used, just that one piece, which I don't know. It's fine. We don't really see it that much here at the. Once this is done, I'm just going to throw the little barriers in really quick, all the way around the habitat. And then I thought it would be cool if we extended the Formosan black bear habitat along just a little bit to make a glass viewing for them. Connect up our paths, and now we are about ready for our bears. Our Formosan black bear, poor guy with kind of that terrible model. I mean, oh, I can't wait to see the new bears for Planet Zoo 2. They are going to look so good. I just know it. Yeah, the Formosan black bear kind of got. It didn't get a good model. It's very much base game, and it looks base game. So we've got our first bear in here. and running into a problem almost immediately. This this habitat's a little bit too small. Even with the backstage the uh, and the show areas, it's still too small for two bears. So even though we used the size guideline, we went ahead and sold our male. Just kind of got rid of him. So now we have a female in here. There's just enough space for her. I mean, just enough, and it probably goes down once once I put the planting in. I tried to go with plants that don't have a hitbox. And then I was thinking so much about the habitat for Woodland Park, which is what we're basing this off of, um, which is the sun bear habitat in one, and then next to it, slightly around the corner, is the sloth bear. And I kind of forgot that we were actually using a Formosan black bear and a sun bear. So I went ahead and managed to buy a leucistic sloth bear. Uh, as this is an all-animal zoo, that's not a big deal. We will be having sloth bears in here, so we'll once I realize that, I'll go ahead and put her back in storage, and we'll continue on with the correct bear. So making glass viewing for this little easy viewing section is quite simple. Just use the thin glass panes, and then I wanted to line them with the faux rocks in a kind of similar color to the rocky background that we have, using that hexagonal basalt piece there to make those stacked pillars, which are like my favorite thing to do. Throw some bigger rocks in there just to close off some escape points. And then we'll line the bottom of the glass with more faux rocks. I'm really starting to like how this is coming out. And we'll put a little concrete in there just to cover up the edge of the glass, the edge of the path. And then we'll give the bear their hard shelter, make it go away green. Really starting to hate that color. And now we plant. There's going to be a ton of bamboo in this habitat. Fountain bamboo and the big Bengal bamboo. The fountain bamboo is so nice because it's so bushy. Then we get our ponytail palms in as tropical grass. And our good old arrowwood bushes. So, same plant palette that I've been using this entire time. Just going ham with it, because this habitat, if you look at photos of it, or if you're lucky enough to go see it in real life, I do recommend Woodland Park Zoo if you are interested. This habitat is extremely lush. Like, it is so full of plants that unless the bear is up in its trees or up on the rock, you cannot see them. Here I finally realized that we're supposed to have a sun bear in there, so here the sloth bear goes in storage. And we got a male sun bear coming. So again, tons of grass, tons and tons of just greenery in here. I want to put some moss on top of the rock that they're going to climb on. starting to look the way I want it. So our bear is using the top of the rock the way we want, and adding more moss just everywhere, and then some bracken. Bracken is so ubiquitous. This type of fern would be kind of everywhere. It's kind of everywhere in the Pacific Northwest, which is kind of where this zoo is set. And then I wanted to do a different sort of railing for this. I wanted to do the railing barrier system that they have at Woodland Park, which is quite nice. I like it. It's a double concrete wall, so one wall keeps the guests back, the other wall keeps the bears in. The guest wall is a little bit higher, and we have metal railing on top, which I found that this classic railing here, which I almost never use, is really a nice piece for this. You just embed it in the concrete, paint it black, and there we go. Throw that into a group, and now it's time to just move this all over the place. So there's going to be a lot of just placing this barrier, but you can see how it works. It's a little industrial looking. These bear grottos would have been built probably in the 60s when this type of zoo architecture was popular. But they lend a sense of realism, I think, to our section of the zoo here. And it's all coming together quite nice. I know I'm saying that a lot. Just covering up the gap there, making it look a little better. And, once again, it's my ADHD designing. Just going back and forth between the barrier and then some planting. It's kind of what I do. If you notice, I don't really focus on one thing, finish it, and then come back and then go on to the next section. I kind of flit around to different stuff, and that's the ADHD. It's all good. So, sun bear time. We'll go ahead and extend the roof of the management building. Now, the sun bear has similar requirements to the Formosan black bear. It's a top pack animal, so it's got a little. It's a DLC animal. It's got a little better model, lot better model, actually, than the Formosan black bear. It's it's really one of the better bears that we have. So I wanted to have a nice big rock in this one as well, make sure that the terrain is still traversable for them. But once I did this, I ran into another problem, which is that the rocks take away the traversable space. So unfortunately, I have a design that I really like, but I'm going to have to make changes to it in order to have full welfare for the bear, because it's just not enough space, which once again is Planet Zoo's kind of ridiculous size requirements, especially for bears. I mean, yes, give your animals space, and in real life, it's always good to see more expansive zoo habitats that give the animals enough room not only to express their natural behaviors, but to just run around and play and stretch their legs. And a lot of bear grottos are a little bit cramped, which is kind of how this ended up like this. Trying to go realistic, but also meet the Planet Zoo. requirements and the AZA requirements, so immediately you can see we have a major problem here. So just trying to get it so that he can use his entire habitat. So that's better. And I'm just going in with the smooth tool to take out all these gaps where he can't get in. And we're still too small. Way too small. So I wanted to see what getting proper planting or proper tree paint would do to kind of bump up the welfare. If we could get away with having a smaller habitat, but not really. I'm still not sure how we ended up with such a small walkable space. One climbing frame is plenty, so I went ahead and took out the big rock. I like the big rock, but it needed to go. We're still in the yellow. It's kind of incredible. So, yeah, we want to get the bear enrichment in, see what that does for their welfare. We'll give our black bear some toys. Herb scent marker to encourage them to come up on the rock. That's a really good trick if you want an animal to go somewhere. Put either its herb scent marker or its blood scent marker up on the thing that you want the animal to go on, and they will go up there quite a bit. So the sun bear can use the hammock, which came in the same pack, which I'm really happy about. Hopefully in Planet Zoo 2 we get hammocks in kind of base game or the ability to build them, because they are so ubiquitous in zoos. They are, just fire hose hammocks, just old fire hose woven together, and he immediately goes for his hammock. I love that. Yeah, I'm really hoping Planet Zoo 2 leads into the realism. From what I've seen so far, that's what they're doing. They're still keeping the Planco cartoony theme a little bit, but at least with the animal models and what we've seen so far, they're leaning more toward realism. So hopefully all the stuff that comes along with the animals, we're going to get enrichment that matches. That is what I'm trying to say. So, more arrowwood. Always got to have that. It just kind of ties the whole zoo together, really, that one plant. So this habitat isn't quite as lush because I'm trying to keep the walkable terrain as walkable as possible, but it ends up looking really good at the end. The bear can really use it, and it's starting to look like a real zoo, guys. So we are almost done here with the bear habitat. It's directly next to the peafowl. In the next episode, we're going to tackle the Fintrong and clouded leopard, which I think is going to be real nice. I just want to jump into explore mode here and take a quick look at it from guest level. I got the barriers for the right height, which I'm really happy for. You can actually see our sun bear right now. So, if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.